Hello Cancer, welcome back to my channel. I'm Delilah. This is Delilahs Spiritual Spot, coming with your weekly reading for April 12th through the 18th, 2021. Please take this opportunity to like, share, and subscribe. Also hit the notification button because I go live on this channel with free mini readings. I unbox things live and generally like to have fun with everyone. So let's jump right into it, Cancer, with a chakra card here. Let's see. Advice from Spirit for Cancer. It's this card. Release. What is it that you need to release? I love that this is at a cemetery because this happens to be, sometimes I focus on the word, sometimes I focus on what's the depiction. It could be this person, but for me, it's releasing, our grief. It's releasing grief, impatience. So we need to release an impatience. Wondering if you're having anxiety, right? And that's what's causing this impatience. Let's see what other advice we have from Spirit here. Very interesting and curious to see where this is going to go. I know what Spirit is giving me. Spirit is definitely giving me anxiety, but it's impatience with yourself and wondering why. It's the perfect timing to work on this. And to look for a sign. How poignant is that? If we need to release our grief, sometimes we need a sign from the person who's passed on, or a sign from Spirit that it's okay to move on. So look for a sign. This is the perfect timing right now for you, Cancer, to move past the situation. Don't be impatient with yourself, and don't judge your movement based on somebody else. Grief is very personalized. Some people grieve for a couple of days. Some people grieve for an hour. Some people grieve for years. The only advice I can give is, and this is speaking from someone who's had a lot of close losses, like my parents and grandparents and uncles and aunts. I'm 46 years old. I don't have many relatives left. I do have my siblings and my nieces and nephews, but in terms of parents, grandparents, uncles, and aunts, they're mostly all gone. So, speaking from a person who's been through a lot of grief, it's okay to feel the grief. It's okay to remember. It's not okay to live in it, because then you get stuck. And that's the advice that Spirit is giving me for you, Cancer. So I'll be drawing 3 cards here: subconscious, conscious, and advice from Spirit. And then I'll clarify those cards. Right, so here we are. Subconscious, 7 of Cups, wanting to move on, but not sure how to get there. Lots of avenues and choices to make and decisions, and he's struggling, right, with the emotion of it. 10 of Swords in our conscious position. So this grief that you're feeling felt like a betrayal. But at the end of it, 10 is completion. And I said this on my last readings because we pulled so many 10 cards. This is the end of a cycle for many of our zodiac signs. So if it doesn't hit your sign directly, look at your sun, moon, rising, because I'm pretty sure that this is a lesson for us all. Tough road of completion. And that is a beautiful thing. Victory in our outcome / advice column from Spirit. So let's clarify. We have the Lover's card clarifying this Cups, right? We have the 2 of Pentacles clarifying that 10 of Swords. And we have the 7 of Pentacles clarifying this 6 of Wands. So here it is. We need to release. You need to release the grief, whatever it is you're grieving over, because that is the crux of your anxiety and depression. Grief. You're being very impatient because you feel like it's time. You just don't know how to get there. It is the perfect timing for you to move on. Look for a sign, right? It can be a literal sign. Um, I was watching the movie Bruce Almighty. He asked God for a sign, and it was a truck full of signs. So be conscious of what you ask for. Be specific, as a matter of fact, of what you're manifesting out there. Here in our subconscious position, here's the choices, right? You're at a crossroads, and you're trying to think about how to move on from this grief, because it was the Lover's card here is, it could be a romantic situation, but it could just be someone who was close to you, someone that broke your heart that passed away. It could be a parent, it could be a best friend, it could be just a huge loss for you. And so you're stuck, right? And you are, and you want to make choices. Here in our conscious position, and I love that she's walking away with this Ten of Swords, because normally it's depicted by someone being stabbed in the back. And that's a very good depiction for this, if that was there. Because it felt like a betrayal that these people left you, right? I love that she's walking away, though. She's walking away from the grief, and that's okay. You're not forgetting. You're just moving forward, and trust me, your loved ones would want you to move forward. Clarifying this is the Two of Pentacles. Now, twos are relationships, couples, groups, but it's also balance, right? Two is balance. So Two of Pentacles in particular is about choices. It's about weighing your options, which is the Seven of Cups here. So you're weighing your options on how to move forward. Just move forward. Make a decision. Once you take that step forward, that's the hardest part. So the advice is just to do that. If you take that step forward, here is the advice / outcome. It's going to be victorious. You're going to be victorious, right? With the Six of Wands here. The Seven of Pentacles is saying that once you take that first leap of faith, Spirit will help you grow, will help you grow from that grief, learn that completed cycle. But you have to move one foot in front of the other. And that is the hardest part for you, Cancer. But you can do it. You can do it. We all can do it. I just want to pull a major arcana card to see what other. Use your instinct here. Look for a sign from above. Use your intuition to see that sign, to believe. Seeing is believing, believing is seeing. Either way, right? However you slice it, you can move forward. And this is your reading for April 12th through the 18th, Cancer. I'm Delilah Rose, and thank you for joining me.